Morning. Woo! Come on. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for 2019, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I always love that New Year. You know, they're just, it gives you like that sense of hope again. You look at 2018, you go, woo! Well, that one's over. Well, that one's in the can. But it's such a great time because we really remember what we can do and things like that. If you'll do me a favor, if you happen to have a cell phone on, if you'll actually turn it off, not just on silent, because we live stream this, but if you're actually on, it will diminish our power, which we don't want to do that. All right, ready? Good? So welcome, everybody. How many people, this is your first time at the service? Yeah. How many repeat customers do we have? Oh, yay! Look at that. All right, so welcome, new friends, and we hope to see you again, and nice to see you repeated friends. We always like to start our service with a message from Spirit, and then we do a talk of the day. Then also we have a professional talk today, but this one is such a treat because our professional speaker came all the way from New York, and he travels the world touring with acclaimed mediums, other light workers, sharing his gift of sound healing. So what's fascinating about it is, you know, anyone who kind of has that gift that they share, whether it's Reiki, sound healing, crystals, all of those wonderful things. Mark is he is a medium. He is a medium, and what he does is he literally will channel spirit, and then it comes out in the sound bowl. So it's quite an experience. And then we have an amazing medium here today. I'm so glad that she is here, Cheryl Murphy. So we're going to have a blast today, okay? We're going to have a great time. So if you'll do me a favor, let's just take a moment and go with this message from Spirit. Let's see what they have today for us. Congratulations on entering a new year in your physical world. We hope that you see all that is coming for you. We want you to allow your light to shine brighter than you ever have before. To embrace this new year as a new beginning. You are resetting. The road is open and laid before you. You can take any turn you wish. Perhaps a long drive that allows you to release what you most desire. Take the drive, take the turns, take the opportunities. Allow the fear to fall away and feel the wind on your face as you embrace your power. With this new beginning, you can learn from any mistakes and carry yourself with love and pride that we have for you. Leave the regrets in the past. See each decision as a learning lesson for this physical experience. Your purpose is to see your greatness. You are invincible. Your soul cannot be broken, for you are one with Spirit. We will always be the net to catch you when you fall. You are never alone. So when you second guess yourself, remember, you are not alone. You are not just one. You are many. You are all. You are us. Embrace this new year with infinite energy within you. Open your heart and feel the love that is all around you. See the beauty in life and in others. See the love within you. Be that love and that light, for it's already there. It lies under the worry, under the doubts, under the insecurities, but those are not for you. You are a magnificent force. Remember your beginning.
You're beginning from source. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. Trust and surrender a life that is limit-free. Live with love. Live with passion. Live with the glory that we know is within you. No need to fear. You are already here. You know, whenever I channel these, right, in the morning, I listen to music and then they just channel, right? And so I don't read them. So first time I read them is when I come up here and I'm like, oh, that was a good message they gave us. I like that one. But you know, taking on the fact that we've got a new year. This is a new day. It's a new dawn. You have survived 365 days, and now you have 365 more opportunities. Some of these days may have felt like a setback, a disappointment. Perhaps there are days where you felt like it was the last day. But each day is just a new beginning. Each day is just a new opportunity. So this is an opportunity this year to sit in your beauty, sit in your power, all right? It's an opportunity to renew, to try again, to not give up. When we have a disappointment, right, you put your heart and soul in something. You really want that job. It's your job. You think you're going to get it. You go on the interview. You feel like you're the right one, and then you don't get it. So then you start to think, well, I'm not supposed to have a job, or I'm not supposed to have something better. But that's just not the case at all. One setback is not a failure. 10 setbacks are not a failure. They are lessons. And when we can get up, and when we can strive, and when we can be stronger, when we can be resilient, when we can trust in ourselves, you can grow wherever you want. And that's what this new year brings to you. So, are you bold enough to try something new?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Will you follow your dreams?
Yes.
Well, that sounded, who's going to Now I want to see some hand raising and some, yes! Who's going to follow their dreams? Yes. There we go. Will you believe in yourself?
Yes.
Good. Will you put your fear aside and give yourself a real chance this year?
Yes.
Good. Will you mend a broken heart? Will you fall in love?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
I will be like, come on in, sweet pea. This is your year to manifest. You can create any reality you choose. And I know that seems kind of dreamlike, right? Kind of fantasy. Maybe that's for someone else. No, it's for you. You, all of you, all of us. No one has a better chance than you. It's just, what are you doing with the opportunities that are presented to you? Are you creating them? Are you digging for more? Are you pushing for something greater than just settling? So, with this year, you're going to have to take some actions. You're going to have to take some moves towards those dreams, those visions, those goals. Work with zest, work with passion. Remember your greatness. You know, we forget our greatness. Think of what a miracle, just for a moment. Take yourself back to a physical body, a physical breath that is needed, a heartbeat that is needed, these organs, things that we are given. You know? You're this amazing soul, this amazing spirit, and you are figuring out how to operate this physical body. That's incredible. That's incredible. No wonder you
hurts and you're like, what is this thing for? What do I need this thing? Right? So there are no limits. The only limits are the ones that you're placing on yourself. There are no restrictions. You have free will. Will you help another?
Yes.
Yes. Will you accept yourself?
Yes.
Will you love yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
This is your year. Don't let it slip away.
Amen.
So the sound healing is, it's so great for this time of year. Because again, some of you, may have purging some. How many people purge from that? Just raise your hand. How many people still need to purge some stuff? Raise your hand. Yeah, I gotta tell you. It all just keeps coming up, doesn't it? And when you think you got it settled, something else bubbles up. Well, that's where the sound healing is going to come into play this time of year. Because through that sound healing, Mark is going to be able to help you release some of those blocks, heal some of those injuries, whether they're emotional or physical, and really remind you to connect that mind, body, and spirit. So as I said earlier, Mark is an international sound healer. He is incredible. He's got some CDs that I will tell you about later. Quite a remarkable human being. We gotta put him in a human body. It's temporary. But I'm very honored and truly blessed that he traveled all of this way to be here with us this morning to share. Yes. So I'm going to pass. Yes, thank you. I'm going to just pass the basket around. It's just a $10 donation if you want to help support the center and the service. But I'll just pass it around. You all will be responsible. All right, Mark, come on up. I think you want that one here. Yay!
Good morning, everyone. So, I've been introduced by Colby. Thank you. Thank you for coming out today. She said my name is Mark David. I am a sound healer, but I started my journey as a psychic medium about 8 years ago. I totally surrendered to Spirit and let Spirit tell me what I was here for. I thought it was to give healing messages of love from your deceased loved ones. So I did that. I enjoyed it, and then Spirit said, I think we have something else for you. We want you to use tuning forks. For what? I was guided to do research on tuning forks. Tuning forks, your body's an instrument, body's frequency, your body's vibration. Tuning forks is an instrument used to tune instruments. So since your body is an instrument, it makes sense to use a tuning fork to tune your physical body, to replace the missing frequencies, their blockages. For tuning forks, we can break up those blockages. We send the frequency that's needed right back into that area of the body. So I was like, oh, good. I got a whole bunch of tuning forks, studied up on it, surrendered to Spirit, let Spirit tell me what to do. As soon as I had a large collection, and I just mastered that, Spirit said, guess what? We want you to reach more people. This is more one-on-one. Goals. Everybody can resonate. I can do this long distance. I can do this work with people. I can do this for one person. And bowls are such a different healing than tuning forks. Bowls are a whole body experience, along with the frequency of the bowl for a certain area. You're getting washed in love. Bowls have been around. First known bowls were in the 12th century. They were Tibetan brass bowls, and they were used to cast away evil, to bring in harmony, to quiet this insane mind. They've evolved since then. So now we have quartz crystal, which has come around after computers, chips, all the residue from the chips were quartz. Somebody had an idea of melting it down, infusing it with gemstones to certain frequencies to represent the brass bowls. So we have these beautiful bowls that have a much stronger resonance because of the frequency. They can get the frequency exactly right with the quartz. The gemstones that are infused for a certain part of the body, or physical, mental, or emotional, and then the vibration. So, singing bowls have been around in the brass type, which I prefer the crystal. They've been around since the 12th century. They have been used by many gods. Apollo believed he was the god of music and healing. So when you say sound healing, people think of Apollo. I personally like singing bowls because I can do so many things with them. Every part of your body is a frequency. Your whole soul is vibrating. So every part, every inch of your body, it has a different frequency. A finger joint has one frequency. Your elbow, another. So all we have to do is find that frequency to heal physical. Find that frequency to calm the mind, to relax, to become one with yourself. And by using sound, music, it doesn't have to be bowls, it could be any type of sound. Anything has a vibration, because we are vibrations. So vibrations is key to healing. Who'd like to hear some?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Last night I had certain bowls out. But for today, since it's the new beginning, the new year, I want to bring everybody to the next dimension, the next level of your higher good, your higher selves, your physical, your mental, your clarity, everything. This is the goal. This will just raise everything in your body to become one with your true self. So just take a couple deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. The key to appreciating sound and music is breathing. One thing I want to mention, sound healing is also a lack of sound. So most of your healing with sound treatment happens at the end. Your body and your mind process the sound. And with sound, a lot of people feel exhausted and energized at the same time. I do a lot with people with addictions, and they feel it is their natural high. They have not felt so good. It's their addiction to feeling that addiction that they really resonate with. It's a clean, sober high. And it's just tied into the addiction part of their life and the frequency to help with the addiction. Those people say they feel like they're high. I have people come in with a lot of physical ailments that feel so energized afterwards because I've relieved the pain in their joints or in their back or in their bodies. This is all just frequencies. I'm different than a lot of sound healers because they use technical note. This note has to be with that note. It has to be done this way. I'm a channel. Spirits tell me what this group needs and how this group. You've come together today for a reason, and Spirit knew what roles you needed, what frequencies this group as a whole needed. So, and plus, Facebook Live is being streamed right now. These people need these frequencies also. Frequency and the body are one. So if you feel sad, you listen to happy music. If you want to cry, relieve the sadness, you listen to sad music. It's all frequencies. It's just in controlling your emotion. And what I try to do and what sound can do is help you through the hard times, give you something to look forward to for the good times. It's vibration, sound, frequencies, it's all the same. It's all from the universe for each and every one. I would like to do one more bowl and then wrap it up. This one bowl is a grandmother figure, and I just feel very drawn that we used it a lot last night. I just feel we need motherly influences in our universe right now, in this country right now. So I want to play out on the grandmother and the feminine energy. We need some compassion. So, not getting caught political, I just feel we need feminine energy in our world right now. So. I'd like to thank everyone, and I just If you want more information, my website is markdavidsound.com. I have different information about frequencies and what they're good for. I do sell CDs on the website also. But just know that when that certain song comes on, it's your loved one saying, hi, we're here to help. What do you need us to do? Because it's played for a reason. If you feel physically ill, just turn into a good song. The vibration will be there. Whatever you're guided to listen to when you're not feeling good. It's your loved one saying, listen to this song, it will help build the vibration in your body that you need for that moment. So just surrender to listen to the music. Listen to the sounds. You're in LA, listen to the horns. So, thank you everyone.
Isn't that just so magical, though? It really is beautiful. And it's such a, it's also one of those things to add into your meditation. Because it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving. All right, who is ready for some messages from loved ones? Couple things here. We need a little help from you. If we bring forward a loved one and you know that you can connect to some of that information or all of the information, and even if you are embarrassed by that loved one, I want you to claim them loud and proud this morning, okay? But if you can, it's important. Don't sit there and wait and think it's not for you, and then let the medium go to someone else, and then at the end you say, well, that was for me, but I was too afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There's nothing, you kidding? They're fabulous. Also, if you'll do us a favor, especially because we're live streaming, but because we have a full house, use the sound of your voice, your beautiful voice and the sound. Give a strong yes, a strong no, if you can or cannot connect, okay? The medium may bring forward a name, may not, but let's just kind of have fun with this, shall we?
Yes.
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 Shall we? I feel like I should have pom-poms up here. Ready, spirit, here we go. I don't even think I was a cheerleader, actually. All right, so our first medium is wonderful. I do love her so much. There's such a gentleness and compassion when she works, and such a sense of integrity. I mean, there's just, you'll feel it, you'll see it. She's so lovely, and just such an honor when the mediums come and volunteer their time to serve. So I do just want to thank and welcome Cheryl Markey.
We can give Colby a round of applause. Thank you so much for allowing me to be here today and connect with your loved ones in spirit. Once again, a nice bright yes, I didn't know. You can always say I don't know. Okay. So let me just take a moment. I'm just going to take a breath in because I do feel someone's mom here. And I feel the month of February to be important. I'm not sure why yet. I feel like I have a mother here, and I feel that she actually passed from cancer and illness. And I feel like there's a breast cancer, if I may just say that. Does that mean something? Did you?
Lung cancer.
Lung cancer. And this woman in the back, can I ask you?
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? Can you take both of that
Yes.
information?
My birthday's in February, and my mom died of breast cancer.
Okay, thank you. So would there be anyone else before? May I just say, how can you take that information?
My birthday's in February. My mom is now.
It was mouth cancer. Okay. Thank you very much. So if you'll all just listen, I'll give you a little bit more information and see where we're going to go. I do want to tell you, I feel flowers with her. The flowers would be very significant in her life. I do feel that she had lots of flowers around her in her home that she lived in. And I also feel that, and I'll just stay there with the flowers. Can you take that information with flowers? And would you be able to take that? Maybe not so much.
Sure, but not a little bit. Yeah.
I feel like she had flowers, like she grew flowers. I felt the color white to be very significant. So yes, here, would that make sense for you? And maybe not so over here, but would you please keep listening? Because maybe there'll be some more information. May I just come to you then? I'll work with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I also hear the name beginning with a J, or with a J significant for you?
Yes, that's my middle name.
And what is your middle name?
Joy.
Joy. Hi, Joy. Hi, Cheryl. What is your first name? April. Hi, April. Joy. Okay, so as I blend with your mom, I do feel that there was a connection, like you guys were very good friends in some way.
That's true.
Because I feel like we're very close in age also is what I hear. Even though it's a mom, the relationship you have is very close. And I know your name is April, but I also felt a significance with a birthday coming through.
Yes, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is a significant birthday for you. Thank you. So once again, your mom shows me the color red. I also want to stay with that. Would you understand that, the color red to be significant? I know we had talked about Valentine's Day and we talked about April. We talked about, her birthday being on Valentine's Day or being that significant day. Let me see what else she has to say because I feel like there's a message in here for you. I feel like, I know your middle name's Joy, but she's asking you kind of to step out into the joy in life. It does feel like there's a new door opening for you. And I feel like you either light a candle for her or, there's her picture that you have, of course, on the shelf in your home. And maybe you kiss it every time you walk by at that time. So she does feel your embrace. So she wants to know, I know I can feel her too, right? Can you guys feel a buzz going on? Or, you feel the spirit, right? We feel her life, right? Is that what we do? We celebrate her. So, and she celebrates you and your life. Not to worry, she is with you and helping you on whatever it is you're going through right now, okay? Because she knows there's a little bit of a challenge that you're going through, but she's here to kind of keep you from, we'll just say, keeping you from staying in it much longer. How's that? Because I do feel like she does want that 2019 to be a big year for you, all right, this year. So thank you so much for your contact. If you can give as I connect with spirit, I do feel I have a man, and I want to step other. I'm not in the audience I'm working with yet. And I felt an accident come through. So I have a man with me. I felt a brother, and I heard the word impact. I don't know why I keep stepping on this side of the room. Could someone take a brother in the spirit world first off? To anyone over here that passed? Would he have passed from an accident, may I ask? Sort of. Okay. And now I open it up to this side of the audience. Brother energy. Thank you. How can you take that?
I had a brother, but I don't know if the accident necessarily.
Okay. I feel like my head is involved too. I do feel like I have an impact. So if you don't mind, if I may work with this side of the room, and but please stay open to even more messages. May I work with you? May I step in there? Is this an older brother? A younger? But not too long ago, the passing. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you understand you have a brother in spirit, yeah, and passed from a tragedy. Really, I do feel like it's a tragedy. And I feel like something either, and we know the impact took you, of course, by surprise. But I feel like he's saying there was no hope, or there was an end of the road for him. Would you understand that?
It was definitely in the road.
I also felt tragedy coming in his back also, if you can understand that too. Yes, possibly. So so this brother is responsible for his life, for taking his life. You can understand that. And So I just feel a real closeness coming between the two of you. You guys had a strong connection too, right? I mean, I got this really, this guy's pretty playful actually, right? If I were to, keep blending with his personality, I really get this tug of war sense, this real sarcasm, this real dry sense of humor with you guys. I also felt that he either lived close by you, would you understand that? That he lived with you, thank you for that. And I feel like there's never a day that you go by without thinking about him, of course. And maybe everyone else can feel his presence in the room. I mean, I feel like a little bit of vibe happening, right? Also, I want to tell you there's something on your bed that either you remember him, like I don't know if there's something by your bed or on your bed that you have that signifies his energy. Let me just see if I can bring through that. Let me see if I can hook into that picture of the two of you, right? Do you have a picture of the two of you? And is it something that you also carry with you on your purse or on your body? You can just say that. Surrounded by him. Okay. Also something on your cell phone with him? Yes. Yes. Love to you. Love to Dad too. I just want to connect with Dad also. You understand? I felt the name William. I don't know why William dropped that name William. And if not, that's okay. Because maybe that'll come later. We'll just be open to that. He is over there with other people who have passed the same way. I do want to tell you, I do feel that he did try therapy. Like he did try everything. He wants you to know. He went to great lengths. It's almost like he is asking for forgiveness, but he's also here not only to be a cheerleader for you, but to support you. I do want to tell you there's something about your driving though. When I talk about his personality, are you the drag racer, the speed machine? So he wants you to kind of stay in your lane is what he's saying. Okay. He's here to wish you warmth and wealth for 2019. I know that. And he's telling me also, however hard you've been trying at this new career path that you're on, he's here to kind of help you, boost it or take it to the next level, okay? So he does call you sis. I just want to give you a lot of credit for you're still by his side, okay? Because he's still very much with you. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that message, and thank you so much for your
utilizing her gifts this morning. You want some more messages? Okay, good. Well, I'm really excited because I get to do a couple messages this morning as well. Sometimes I'm a little rushed at the end because we get so many mediums, but because we had the sound healing and our other medium, Jennifer, had a bit of emergency this morning, so unfortunately she wasn't able to be here. But it's actually going to be so much fun because we have a little surprise in store for you this morning. But before we do, let's see what loved ones would love to continue talking. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, good. I definitely have a mother here, and I definitely feel with Mom. It's so interesting because she definitely is not wanting to focus on her passing. Because in life she was so vibrant, so put together, such kind of like this powerhouse woman, just such a woman. And I feel like she was so proud of herself, like carried herself with pride. And I feel like this grace, this essence of who she is really what she wants to convey. And I do feel like she is here for her daughter this morning. So do you understand this grace, thisness? You understand it too? Okay. I do feel like, would you understand with Mom, she couldn't speak, she can't speak at the end, or we didn't get to say goodbye to her. You understand that? You can understand that? Okay.
She couldn't talk as she used to because she had dementia.
Okay. And okay, hang on 1 second. And you can understand that, yes?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. Do you also understand with her Okay, look at how I'm standing. Okay, this is not my posture. Okay, but see how that's the one thing I did was like this. So does this look like I really feel like I'm here. Do you understand it? I feel like do you understand this posture? Was mom a dancer, may I ask? Was your mom a dancer?
Baton twirler.
Oh, okay. You understand this pointed toe thingy. Nice shoes though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did your mom have a pair of leopard shoes? Would you remember that? Leopard print shoes? Okay. Okay, so you understand all of that, Wendy? Okay. Would you also understand with mom? Okay, got it. That's so funny. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go here and then I'm gonna go here. They are two different women. Your mom here gives me the sense where I feel like your mom was phenomenally intelligent. Do you understand that around mom? I feel like she had this unbelievable way of speaking, really could communicate what she wanted. But she doesn't, like I said, she's not, like my family is all like getting in love, we're all getting, she's very graceful, this woman. You understand that? Use your voice for us, Wendy.
Yes.
Thank you. She also gives me this feeling around where I also feel like she was very creative. That's a sense I get around her as well. Do you understand that? But you understand
yes.
it, yes? Okay. Honestly, I do feel like she was a little worried about kind of what people would think. I feel like
yes.
she was kind of like in a little bit of a glass box, wanted to make
yes.
sure that the window decor looked good, but she was afraid to see what's behind the curtain sort of thing.
Yes.
And I also feel like with mom, she gives me a sense where, would you understand two sides to mom? A sense of where I feel like she doesn't feel overly emotional. Like I don't really feel like she's super, I don't want to say nurturing. She doesn't feel like she's super expressive. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay. Does that make sense with your mom? Okay, see, I'm telling her, she's her mom, just so you know, her mom is like totally trying to gate crack, and I'm like, wait a second. She's like, wait a second. Okay. With your mom, I do feel like she gives me the sense too of two. So there is a connection to two as well.
Yes.
Do you understand that? Is
yes.
there two children?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Also, would you have two girls? Does that make sense?
No.
She gives me two, meaning two girls. I'm kind of curious, Wendy. I do know you have a daughter.
Yes.
Did you have a second child?
No, I didn't.
Maybe we're not done yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay with me.
Your mom gives me a two. She lets me know about two children for her, but she also gives me a two around you. So I'll have to kind of leave that with you, right? That's kind of interesting. We can bring one in. She also gives me this sense too where for her it was about putting the pieces together. And I feel like at the end, I feel like she doesn't want to focus too much, but I feel like she wasn't able to speak and she wasn't able to
yes.
express. She wasn't able to express her sorrow, her apology.
Yes.
And I feel like she really wants to make sure she gets that through to you this morning. So I'll leave that with you.
Thank you.
We gotta let this lady come in. This lady will stay with me all day. I'm gonna go watch the Eagles and she'll be like, I was trying to tell you to talk to her. You would understand. So other than the dementia, let's back up, okay? So we're gonna go back in time because that's where she wants to go, okay? She really wants to give me a sense of just very well put together. I feel like she would accessorize. She was so good at the accessories, so good at the purses. Like I feel like all of that was who she was. You understand that? Okay, thank you. And also just these beautiful nails. They're got nice rings. Oh, you got one of the rings too. You just got it, right? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, got it. Okay, that's beautiful. Well, it looks so expensive. That's like the first time I was like, "Ooh, that's expensive." So it's a big old diamond thingy, isn't it? Yeah. See, that's what I thought. You know, I think she wore it on this finger though. I don't know. Do you understand that?
She wore it on her wedding.
Yeah, this finger.
That's my checked. I'm like, did my fingers move around?
She gives me this feeling around too of it's a little difficult, sorry. I'm just trying to, she gives me this sense of, I feel like she could be a little someone else behind closed doors. So I feel like what she wanted to do, also kind of like, they're very similar in a lot of ways, which is interesting, probably why they wanted to both come in. She was wanting to make sure everything looked really good and really perfect, but even the house had to be perfect. I feel like everything in the house, even that. So, you know, not that I'm diagnosing her with OCD, but she might have a little OCD, okay? Okay. So she also gives me this feeling around too where I do feel like she wanted to create the best. Like it was so important to bring out the best in you. Do you understand that? Like wanting you, like almost striving you to go past any comfort level you had and to kind of keep reminding you of, and she could, she's very decorative. So I feel like everything very decorative. Do you understand that as well? Okay, thank you. She also makes me feel like though not just decorating the house, like the house feels very, very decorated. But she also gives me the sense where she could decorate like cakes or pastries or something along those lines.
She did wedding cakes.
Yeah, see, there you go. See, right, yeah, because I kept seeing like those icing flowers and things on the cake. Okay, perfect. She likes to, can I tell you something? She likes to float. She loves this, like, I know that sounds crazy, but she loves this free body, like this freeness from her body. She's like, it's fun. Like, I feel like she's just, she's really okay. And I do feel like, I don't know, this is so weird. I don't know if there's a, she just gave me Tuesday. I don't know if there's a connection to the day Tuesday.
I was born on a Tuesday.
Oh, were you? Well, tell your mom to stop talking.
No, she had her chance, right? She already said she's sorry.
We're working on it. What's today? Sunday? Did something happen last Tuesday that you can remember? And she gives you a butterfly. So it's letting you know there's a butterfly and then there's also Tuesday.
I sent thank you notes out for her celebration of life, and of course they have butterflies on.
That's pretty impressive.
The icing and the
You did?
outfits.
Yeah.
The outfits.
She is just so, she's such a good communicator because it doesn't, I feel like it hasn't, it's not that long, right?
It's only 2 weeks.
That's the two. Oh, see, Tuesday, 2 weeks. I get it. That's my fault. I get it. I wonder if it was on a Tuesday, too.
It was on Saturday.
Okay.
For 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Got it. There's a Tuesday. So I'm going to leave it with you. Either you mailed them on a Tuesday or there's a connection to Tuesday. So maybe just post it in Facebook if it connects later. But she corrects, she's like, it's Tuesday. She goes, I know what day of the week it is.
She's a little bossy.
She is a little bossy. But you see, look at her hands. Oh, my hands, but look at, so when she's up, like you can see when she wants to preach something, she's like, like this, right? Am I right? So it's lock and load right here. She would do that, I think, with her lips. Like, she wouldn't even have to, she'd go, make sense? Anyhow, she loves you. And she appreciates the care you gave her. And she appreciates you constantly kept showing up and kept showing up. And it was harder and harder. And she just wants to thank you. And she wants to let you know when you would visit her, even though it seemed like you were talking to her soul and she could hear you. and she wants to let you know that she heard you and that her wings are as beautiful as a butterfly, she says.
Oh,
So
beautiful, thank you.
I'll leave that with you, okay? So are you ready for your special treat?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. We are going to, for the first time ever, I believe, we are going to do a double linking at our service. So Cheryl is going to come up and join me. Hi, Cheryl. So just to let you know what a double link is, for some of you who may not know, a medium will connect to a loved one in spirit, give a couple pieces of information. The other medium links into the same spirit. So basically, it's like double dutching the spirit, okay? So she jumps in, I jump in, she jumps in, I jump in, and together we deliver a message about a loved one in spirit. Now, it's not a guarantee that works, so, but I'll tell you what, it works so beautifully when it does work. So, shall we try? You want to bring her in first? Oh, I guess she's already there. That is like, don't ask me if you don't want to know the birth and sex of your child, because I would just spit that out. I guess I should, apparently, because, all right, I have a woman here. This is more of a sister. This makes me feel like this is a sister or a friend that would be close, that you would consider her like a sister. She also gives me the feeling of being phenomenally energetic. She was the loud one, I guess, and she also gives me the sense of like a spunkiness, very spunky. That's the feeling I get around her.
I do. I feel, of course, she left this planet too early, so she left very young. I do feel like if she wasn't a sister, she was like a sister to you. Can you understand that information?
Yes.
I feel like she either lived behind you, or if that makes sense, or very close to where you used to live.
Yes.
You understand that too? And just before we continue with you, would that anyone else be able to take a little bit of information?
Yeah, I was going right to you. I even looked right at you, didn't I? So do you have a sister? You understand a sister in spirit?
You have a sister.
And she's bossy, or she was the spunky one. That's the word.
I did not say bossy.
Yeah, spunky. Yeah, and go ahead.
And I do feel that she's actually kind of a teacher for you, even from the spirit world. You still feel her. Is that right? And she talks about you writing, or why don't you write to me, is what she says. So was there a memory of the two of you sharing cards back and forth, like birthday cards, anniversary cards?
Right. Will you use a yes or a no for us?
Yes.
Thank you.
So there is something about a very deep heart-to-heart connection with the two of you. I gotta tell you, and you guys are close in age too. Is that correct?
Yes.
Within about 2 years,
Yes.
it feels that close. Okay, good. And she talks about eating a lot. She likes to eat a lot.
Yes.
She talks about meatballs.
Yes.
Lots of food in heaven.
That was her recipe. That was her thing. Spaghetti.
Wow.
Yeah, we loved her spaghetti.
Thank you. She also speaks about the 4th of July, or July coming up. I just want to tell you, would you understand that to be either an anniversary or a passing with July? And if not, it's okay. And may I just do one more? How about the 4th of July? Now, she gives me that memory of the 4th of July as if there was either a celebration with her cooking, because we just left the cooking part. But can you take either having a celebration with her or having a party with her around that time?
I can't recall, but it's
Okay.
possible.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe it'll ring true for you a little bit later.
Probably.
Okay, good.
She gives me this sense of like being so ambitious when she was younger. She gives me a sense of like, so the world was so open wide. Like I feel like she was really hopeful for what was happening and what was coming up. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. She also gives me this feeling too of, do you drive along, I keep seeing like the PCH, do you drive along the beach, that PCH area? Because she keeps showing me you driving along, listening to music, and she's just in this car with you. So would you understand that connection?
I have.
Okay, listening to music, but you're thinking of her, or the music, you're driving, you're there because she's in the car with you.
That would make sense.
You understand
Yes.
that? Okay. Do you have a charm from her? A charm, a wing? Do you understand
Yes.
a wing connection?
Yes.
A charm or a charm bracelet? You understand that?
Necklace.
Okay, thank you. Also, real quick, is there an angel in your car, or
Yes.
is it right? See, is it telling you to be safe when you're driving?
Yes.
Or, okay, got it. She says I'm the heavenly sister, but I'm telling her to be safe in the car. So I'm like, okay, got it.
She definitely has a great voice, you know. I just feel like she has a great voice, a great singing voice even. I feel like she comes to you through in songs. I feel like she would love this audience here today. Like she would love to be all these people she loved invited over to her house and feed them, so to speak. She's a very much a people person, and I also get a sense that she was very athletic or just very outgoing, right? I mean, just moved a lot. I just feel like she doesn't sit around too much. Yeah. Otherwise, she fidgets and she gets impatient, you know. But she is pushing you. I know she's pushing you and supporting you. You do have a very sweet connection with her. I do want to tell you. There's very much of a. You must have the same eyes or the same colored eyes. Would you understand that with her? Because I do very much an endearing quality, and I feel like she's even an angel for you in this lifetime. I just want to tell you, feel that too, right?
Yes.
And I feel like the one last thing that she wants to kind of say, I don't know if she enjoyed karaoke, but she just keeps talking.
Oh, yes. That was our thing.
I love that. She's sitting there showing me karaoke.
Oh, yes.
And she's like, give the mic to her. Tell her to don't stop singing. Don't stop singing. Okay? So we will leave that with you. Wow. Let's do a quick one. Start around. We'll do a quick round.
Okay. Right. So thank you. I have a man with me, and I feel like he's talking about car keys. Like you have this car keys, is what he's saying. And I'm being drawn. Does that mean something to you? I have a man here who's being drawn, and would that be your father? Yes. Because he's talking about his daughter has his car keys. Oh, you have his car and his car keys. And he has a very good ear for music, as we were just talking about, having an ear for music. Okay, thank you. And I feel actually quite brilliant. You know, I kind of feel I play by ear, and I actually feel a bit of a genius coming through me. And he also composed music. May I say that, or he was a writer of music? Yeah. And he also liked the classics or the opera. Can you understand that? I just feel very orchestral with him, right? Very symphonic music with him. Like he would appreciate the Brahms or the Beethoven or the Bach, right? Thank you. And I feel like, just to tell you, I feel like a passing, I'm not sure, but I felt something in my head, if I may say. Do you know how he passed? I felt something in picking up.
He passed from a dementia.
Okay.
I don't know what.
Yeah, but something in my head I just felt with him was to be true. A very honest man, I want to tell you. And gosh, I just feel like he's. I don't know if you see him or not, because he comes through in these lights. I don't know if you see little sparks of lights around you. But I feel like that's who he is. He's these little angel sparks coming to you, okay? You're welcome.
I do feel like, you know, this car, I feel like the car is older, but he really liked this car. Like, I really feel like it's, you know, he was very, like, proud. He might have even had this car when it was new, and it just happened that that's how old it was. Because I feel like he was so proud of these seats in this car, you know? I feel like, and I'm not sure, but you know how some seats have a little bit of that texture to them? I feel like they've got some texture, and he'd be like, listen. That's what I feel like he would do. Yeah, very proud of it. He also gives me, there's a deepness to his voice. You understand that? I feel like he could have been, I mean, a preacher, like, you know how the preachers have got those kind of rich voices? That's what he makes me feel like. Do you understand that? Okay. And I also feel like there's a sense with him, you know, I actually think he likes sports or listening to sports on the radio. So do you understand like a baseball connection to that? Okay. Because I keep hearing him listening to, but it's like an AM radio or something. That because I saw him turn the dial.
Yeah.
I love him, but I'm gonna tell you, your house had to have been a little noisy or something because there are times he wanted to sit in the driveway a little bit longer before coming in. So he'd brace himself so he'd have a little peace and quiet. But this way, when he walked in the door, he was ready, he was present, and he was there.
Very self-educated also, I feel, because I feel like he had problems sleeping at night, if you would know that, or he have insomnia, right? And then but he was always like listening or learning. He would always be reading the newspaper, for example. I almost feel like you have his slippers too. I just have there. Okay, yeah. Because, you know, he just talked about being very comfortable in his life. I just want to tell you. And if something wasn't comfortable, he always tried to do his best. He does want you to know. I just feel he spoiled you also a lot, right? Like he just adores you, you know. I just feel so drawn, you know, like I want to come over and give you a big hug. He's always with you, and he's just telling you, don't worry, you know, don't worry. Just, just let him take all your worry away, okay?
There you go. So we'll leave that with you. Okay, good. Mark, do you want to do one? So what we're going to do, just for anyone who doesn't know, we're also going to double link. Mark is going to start the connection. He's going to use the sound bowls to start the connection, and then I'll link into it. And we'll just do one quick one. Sounds good? It's the first service of the new year. We got to do all of it.
Younger male, going through a lot of change this year. Grandmother's guiding him. He's present, going through a lot of change, and the grandmother.
And the grandma is here.
Grandma is in spirit.
He's in the living.
He's in the living.
Okay.
Big life change this year.
Okay.
She's supporting him. He's not sure what to do. He has this opportunity. She's guiding him on what to do.
Okay.
With a lot of love.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't feel very old to me. So, what's really interesting, I'm just going to go up. Alan,
Yep.
You would understand grandmama's spirit, is that correct?
Yes.
Because for some reason, when you were doing, I just kept going right here. So I feel like I'm definitely in that back quadrant, so I'm going to start with you, okay? So it's either you or the guy behind you. But you would understand grandma's spirit. You would also understand her being very supportive of you growing up. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like a guiding light for you. And I feel like there's a sense of you going through a lot of change at this time. Uncertainty, like you're
Yes.
so scared. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
do you
fine.
mind if I-
Yeah.
Let's just share with all of Facebook.
No one.
But she's letting me know how you're nervous and you're worried and you're scared, but you also know what you need to do. Like you know you can't back away.
Yes.
So she's trying to encourage you to move forward with it. And she's also letting us know there's either a move coming up for you, but there's also a change in where you're living or where you're going. Do you understand that? Have you been thinking about change?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she's creating this new change for you. But she's also giving this feeling too, where I feel like when she would talk, it always made so much sense. Like I just feel like she was very loving when she would talk, but also this sense of like, she's very much a common sense kind of lady. Like she's not overcomplicating anything.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And she also gives me, she feels like she really likes to dress comfortably. I do feel like there's a sense of her of loose clothing. She really enjoyed her loose clothing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm just kind of curious. Do you know what a moo-moo is?
Yes.
Did your grandma wear moo-moos? Like house dresses?
Yes.
With the pockets?
Yes.
And she's got the napkin in the pocket.
Yes.
So, napkin in the pocket, you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, got it. So she also gives me this feeling where she liked her hands in her pocket. So I think she pulled them in and pulled them out. And lozenges or hard candies.
Yes.
So she's giving you lozenges or hard candies.
Yes.
So I just feel like she just wants to let you know that she's here and that she's loving and that she's caring, and that you're gonna be okay.
But move forward, don't stay where you are.
Yeah, don't stay stuck as to where
She
you
has
are.
your back.
Can I
Okay.
say something really cool? When you went the 3 chimes, that was the chime her clock made.
Oh,
So as soon
there
as you
we
did
go.
that, I was like, that's her. Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's perfect. She said it was you too, so I'm
Yeah.
glad you two connected. So lots of love to you from her.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll leave that with you. All right. Did you guys enjoy?
Yes.
So just a couple little things coming up, just so you know, and then we'll let you get on with your beautiful Sunday morning. We have, after the service, I believe Mark David might have just one space left for a private sound healing session. So if that's something you'd be interested in, please connect with him after the service. He also has some CDs, so if you enjoy the sound healing, he has some meditation CDs. They're $10 a piece. You can get them. And he has these bracelets called Be the Change. And they're quite fascinating and healing properties and things like that. So he can tell you about that after. Cheryl Murphy. Thank you again, Cheryl. Thank you. On January 26th, it's a Saturday. It's Connections Plug into Your Soul in 2019. It's an all-day event. It's about, there's a few things. I believe Yusan is part of that as well, right, Yusan? So there we go. So it's amazing. There's quite a few light workers there. It's an all-day event. They have Hawaiian healing technique, art of energy hygiene, gut health and stress, mediumship, sound healing. That sounds like fun. So there you go. That's Saturday. You can ask Cheryl. Then also on the 27th, that's a Sunday, Cheryl is doing a mediumship event up in Sherman Oaks, and she's doing it with another amazing medium, Kate Hofeld. So that's going to be at the Alm and Gardens in Sherman Oaks, and that's Sunday the 27th, 2 to 3:30. One last thing, she's got February 2nd, which is a Saturday, 7 to 9. It is a spirit gallery with Jules Davis. A lot of you know Jules because she'll do the services here. Fabulous. And I believe that's one where everybody gets a reading. So it's a small, intimate one, but the two of them are going to tag team everyone who attends. So that's going to be phenomenal. The last little thing is if you kind of want to understand mediumship or develop mediumship, I'm doing an online class this Wednesday. It's called Mediumship Essentials. So you can sign up and just kind of watch and listen and food for. If you are more advanced medium, I do a circle, and the next one's in March, but it's Tuesday nights, pretty intensive, with love. But it is a lot of fun. So those are on the website. You can just go to my website and sign up for them. So, you know, Cheryl's got some cards, Mark has some cards, so you can take a moment. But most importantly, as we talked about, we're at the beginning, you're at the beginning. Again, the clock reset itself, it restarted. And let's not waste any more time with needless things like worry, stress. You know, let's get out there, let's manifest. I mean, each and every one of you has got to have at least one thing that you want to bring in, call in. Don't be afraid to do that, okay? I want to thank you guys for coming, for supporting the service. It does create a beautiful community. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Mark. And thank you, everyone watching.